very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looks as if he's going to run it. Turning on the Jets. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air. It's Green. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They just keep firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Platt. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, kicks.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Here's the pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on third down. Wants to throw. It's Green. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, This defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in at Simmons. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they turn it into a defensive score.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Ncaa. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down. Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Wide open downfield. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go to the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Auburn! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stevens. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Going over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Hits the accelerator to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. So after After the break, they'll go back to work. On the run, it's Robinson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Give to the running back. It's a running room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook, Jordan, and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Looking downfield on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Rolling right and going deep. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Throwing on the run. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Howard. Pulled down for the tackle.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for you.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Now on the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what...
There he goes! Got enough for the first. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear and one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Razorbacks will hustle through the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Green. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there, but that's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there, because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result,
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense putting points on the board. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They want to run this quarterback. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Green. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll rush to the line, clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He
defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions. And then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for a great field position.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Card in the backfield. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Tiger! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Green. Pulls it in, it's Blake. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Right down the middle. It's caught. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. It's a seam wide open. Smashes through the tackle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Bringing the heat. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. Oh, it's picked off. not the way to start a drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a man. It's Green. Under fire. Creates a little room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. From the gun. Pressure coming. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Wants to throw on first down. To haul that one in.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. The give on the option. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
from their own 25-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Dropping back, it's Green. Quarterback extends the play. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Blake. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
All right, back-to-back shots by the offense. Staying aggressive, foot on the pedal. They had a big completion the previous play, so they try to take another one, but give the defense credit, forcing the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he tacks on the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wants to change this route. With the catch, it's Robinson. Can't get into the ground. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Running to the left. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Calls his own number. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And I think the 2 earlier interceptions has rattled this quarterback a little bit. He's just not playing with a lot of confidence. He tried to complete that last throw off of his back leg. Of course, we know when you try to do that, your accuracy goes way down. This quarterback needs to get himself settled.
Looking downfield, it's Green. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Going right to work up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Quarterback moving. Slings it downfield. Got his man. Open space at the 25. All out of space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
That's got it. Touchdown, Auburn. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Green. Looking deep. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Gonna run it. It's Washington. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? They've been aggressive? Okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Plenty of times he fires it to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Arkansas! They move on top here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northern Illinois is just steamrolling its way to victory today. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up by 40 over the Judicials. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Here's a heat. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They're going to ride this running back.
Well, trailing late in the game right now, the offense obviously needs better plays than that, and they took a negative play. But at least the good news is they got out of bounds, so they're able to stop the clock. They've got to dial something up here that's going to get a big play.
Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's out past the 35. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense obviously at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Green. Here comes the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He'll do it himself. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Looking to throw on first down. There's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'll throw on third and short. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Still on his feet. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Nestled just inside that right upright. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's going up top here late in the game. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls in.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
He's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
To the air, it's Green. Under fire. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. He'll start this drive firing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The old coaching cliche, go wire now.